think the biggest question mark with saving money, especially in this country, is having enough money to save. Because typically it's easy to save money when the money you make is more than enough to cover your needs. But what happens when your income is not that plenty? Personally, I think that coming to the realization that the money you make is not enough to sustain yourself in your current situation is a really big step. So good for you. From here, there are two ways to go. One, either you own it completely and decide that it is only the living that can save, which is a valid option if you decide to choose it. Or you can decide that starting from the bottom is the only way to go up and start building right where you are. To start with, let me clarify some things. You can't save money when you haven't eaten. So in the hierarchy of things, sorting out your needs, that's your housing, transportation, feeding, comes before saving money, as important as it is. So if you've diagnosed your finances and you realize that you're spending most or all of what you make on bills, then some adjustments need to be made. So let's get into it. Number one, you want to pick a budget style that works best for you. So in this kind of situation, the zero budget method would be a good fit because it makes you account for every single dime you spend. So it's a very strict budget method. And it also says that if you receive any free money, like cash gifts, it goes straight into saving. This brings me to my next point. Any free money you receive on a low income is money for a rainy day, aka savings. So no dear, you wouldn't die if you don't eat that ice cream. So lock away that money right now. Number three, a huge chunk of our income goes into housing. That's paying rent. So if you work for your own money and you have the luxury of living with your parents, you don't know what God has done for you there. Anyway, there's this rule that states that your rent should not be more than 25% of your annual income. Some people stretch it to 30%. So let's break it down. Let's say you earn 100k per month. 25% of that is 25k. So ideally, your rent should not be more than 25k multiplied by 12 months, which is equal to 300k. This is the part where you start contemplating your life, and I'll give you a minute. So if you find that your rent is way above that mark, you might want to consider either getting cheaper housing or getting a roommate, or this next thing that I'm about to talk about, which is to increase your income. So it's time to ask for that raise or get more training so that you give more value and consequently get more income. Or better still, get a side gig or another stream of income. That thing that you're good at that you used to do for your friends for free, it's time to start making money out of it.